Okay. Well, so this took a little bit of trying and failing to figure out what was going on, but I think we've actually got it working now. Okay, so I'm just actually picking up from the fortress that I have going right now. So we are what, a year in, almost about to be a second year in. Good day, Lex. Let's see. For some reason, my chat isn't showing up on the screen. Sorry, 1 second as I try and just figure out what's going on there. Let's see. Yeah, well, I'm trying to be fancy and get a chat overlay going, but let's see what happens here. Okay, so let's hit okay. Hey, there we go. Okay, that looks like it's working, right? Yeah, okay, excellent. I don't know if I love the sizing of that stuff, but at least now people can see that, you know, what I'm responding to. Yeah, I can probably do that. Let's see. I forget what I forget what tool I use to generate all of this. But yeah, that is definitely smaller than I would like. You'd think that I would like bookmark this, but of course I didn't. Oh, the positioning. Yeah, I don't know if I can. I mean, I guess I can kind of try. I don't know. Does that look half decent? I think I can shrink. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. I was hoping it would just like drop. Yeah, I was hoping it would style the lines differently. Let's see. What if I drop the width a little tiny bit? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, this is Yeah, word wrap. Like I thought it would. I thought if I dynamically switched it around, it would do this a little bit better, but it has decided not to really. So I'll play with this a little bit off stream now that I know that this is actually going to kind of work. Yeah, I can't remember where I got this. Can't remember where I got all of this stuff from, but I will try and find where I downloaded this. It's just a bunch of CSS, and then you just grab the URL for your like pop-out chat. It is actually really, really handy. But yeah, so what was I saying? Right, we are dwarves, and it is mid-autumn. We've got some trade going on. It looks like so. I've made a bunch of beds. Oh, and I think these guys won't take any more of my beds. I had made a whole bunch of beds, and they definitely don't need any more. It looks like so. Let's see. Can I trade for, I don't know, something like that, like grab and all this stuff? Will it let me do that? Oh, it does. Okay. So, will you let me trade for something like this? Okay, so we definitely want our trader to walk away with some profit. Journey must be profitable. Perhaps if you could consider a little extra. Yeah, okay, sure. I got beds for days. There we go, okay. Now of course, we don't need to buy beds from them because I'm selling all my beds right now, so but cages and stuff are really, really useful. Oh, some training axes might not be a bad idea either. We'll make that trade. Let's see here. What else do these guys have that I might want? Cages are for, I can trap, yeah, I can trap hostiles, or I can trap animals in them. And, then I can sell the animals the next year when this, when these guys come back, or when a different caravan comes. So, a bunch of socks and shoes and stuff, that's probably useful, but I don't know what I'm doing, so... Yellow sandbag. Simple dye bag, cave wheat seeds, black sand, dwarven sugar, yellow sand, okay. It's a bunch of wool. And leather. Let's see. Ooh, large gems. That's pretty cool. Oh, meat. I don't have anything that I don't think I can cook meat right now. I think I have to oh, should I buy these pump helmets? No, probably not, hey. Let's see. Giant bat leather backpack. Oh, goodness gracious, I would very much like to own those. So, oh, I need to sell a bunch of beds. I don't know if they're going to have space for all the beds that I'm selling them. I ran into this trouble on a separate save where, like, I had a bunch of kind of bigger things, and they couldn't take them because they've got to be able to reasonably move back to their area. So, oh no, but they were able to take that. Okay, cool. So that's good. We still got, God, way too many beds, but that's probably okay. I think. Okay, we'll hit play here, and let's see. Let's pause. So we've got plump helmets growing right now, in both of these. Not many though, unfortunately. We've got a bunch of barrels of stuff. I've just made this like, oops. I've made this one giant stockpile of kind of like everything. I'm gonna guess this is probably not an optimal way to do this, and I probably should do something different, but oh well. What is this? Hamster remains. Okay, got a bunch of... yeah, okay. So these are dead bodies. I've kind of set this up as a stockpile for corpses and refuse. I don't know, this is pretty close to my main area, so maybe this is not a good place to keep it, but you know, I kind of expect this kingdom will fail and we'll have to restart eventually. But we've got quite a few workshops and stuff like that. We do need to set a... okay, we did set a manager. Good. We could use a militia commander, though. It's probably... oh, okay, and nobody has anything, hey? Maybe this guy? Maybe this guy will be a good militia commander? Sure. So this guy needs a meager study, and this guy needs a meager study. That's cool. So we're actually building those down in our one of our levels. So this was the a child went crazy and died. So because he tried to attack a bunch of people. So it was just not a good time, and he got, you know, taken care of. So he has a coffin now and a headstone, because I thought that would be kind of nice. Yeah, so and then we've got kind of our main little... let me unpause this. Our main little sleeping quarters. So these guys are all busy right now just smoothing the floor and the walls and stuff like that to make it just a little bit more pleasant to be in. So, and then I can engrave the walls and the floors and stuff like that to make it a little bit better. But on this level, I was thinking that we'll turn some of these into offices for the various dwarves that need them. Now for an office, what is this? Recenter caravan has arrived. Okay, yeah, that can go away. Outpost liaison. Who are you? And okay, you're gone, whoever you were. Caravan. A scholar is visiting. Okay, well he's gone now too. Okay. Alright, back down to here. Yeah, hey, yeah, it's actually why I bought this for your wife, because I was like, she spent so much time in Nomeria having so much fun that, like, this, I think is a vibe that she will definitely get into once she gives it a go, because it's super, super good. It's complex, right, and there's not a lot of, it doesn't do a whole lot of hand-holding. There's a lot you gotta kind of figure out for yourself. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? So, yeah, you should. Like I said, it's really, really fun. So we're gonna select the material after placement, and we're gonna keep building after I place the door. So we'll pick the... how many do I have? Willow doors for the offices here. So we'll do 2 offices of willow doors, because there's 2 guys that need offices right now. And then we will also tell these guys to... let's smooth this... let's smooth these rooms as well. Now, as well, I want these ones to be high priority, please. And then everything else can just be normal. Yeah, yeah. Nomoria definitely didn't do a whole lot of hand holding either. But yeah, I think it did a little bit more. It was the thing is there was less to do in Nomoria than there is in Dwarf Fortress, so there was it was kind of easier to infer what you were supposed to do. Okay, now for a let's pause here. So we have another baby has been born to a stray horse. Okay, cool. These guys are gonna leave soon. That's fine. And we have migrants. Oh no, the fortress has attracted no migrants this season. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Our population, the 10 people that we've got 24 population, and half of them almost are very, very happy, which is good. When people start to get angry, things start to get not so fun. Okay, you guys can keep working. That's fine. Let's see. So just take a look at the zone. For an office, a chair or a throne is required for an office. Right? Okay. A throne or a chair. That's not so bad. I don't know how many chairs I have, though, so let's head back up. And let's see. I don't see any immediately, so what we'll do is let's come to the nope, that's not the right one. Craft stores? Maybe this is the one. Rock. Okay, no, not that one. Oh, pressing too many buttons here. Add new task, and then throne. Yeah, okay, so we need at least 2 of these. We'll just hit repeat for a second, and they'll come and they'll make some rock thrones, and then what we also kind of need is a table, right? So we need, because, well, I mean, they don't really need tables, but I think it makes sense for an office to have a table, right? So we'll grab a pair of thrones, pair of tables, and yeah. Okay. Let's see. Did we already make the thrones? You guys aren't making any more beds, are you? Good. No, you're not. Yeah, exactly. So, one thing that definitely helps for their happiness is like up here. So like this is a altar or whatever, so that they can pray. But if I was to make these walls, first of all, not sand, and second of all, if I was to make them polished and engraved, it's extra beauty, so they'll be more happy about that. Same as in their rooms, they like to have, besides beds, they like to have like a chair and a statue or a chest or something so that they can stick their things in it and stuff like that. So little things like that help. Select material and we'll keep building. So we're gonna put a chair, I guess, here. Okay, so we've got a chert throne and a mudstone throne. Okay, which tells me as well that we can stop making thrones. We can probably stop making tables too. So if I take a look down here again, go to furniture and let's just pick a table. Set down a mudstone table. Yep. And then a shirt table. I think I got these two backwards, but that's okay. Alright, so this will be a pair of offices. Now we're just going to set these. We're going to hit multi. Oh, and I am being summoned. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I'm back. My little dudes are just chilling here, I see. Oh, good gracious. My kids just like are refusing to sleep, and it is not a good time. Okay, so there's one. We're gonna do one more. I guess we're not really doing multi because we're just painting. There's a second. So we've got two offices now, and now we can tell them to be assigned to certain dwarves. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the militia commander in this one, and then in this one it's going to be our... is it the expedition leader that needs one? I can't even remember. Let me check here. Yeah, okay, our expedition leader is the other one that needs one, so we'll set him up. Expedition leader. Okay, so those guys have offices now. Yep. And what we should do is we should make a barracks, probably, for like training and stuff like that. Maybe we'll make this room here into a barracks. Right, because that makes sense, I think. So what do we need for that? Gosh, I don't even know. Be set to train, sleep, and store equipment here. Okay. Yeah, so let's set this as a barracks. Now, of course, we don't have a squad yet. But we can make one. So I'm gonna hit don't show this one again for this. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna want a door for sure. Let's go with a nice persimmon door. Let's smooth all these walls as well. But not with 4. I kind of want these to be a higher priority. Did that not? Why is that not changing? Oh, is it because I'm... Okay, well, whatever. Oh, and this guy's a little unhappy. So why are you unhappy, guy? Let's see. Satisfied, annoyed when caught in the rain, uneasy after a lack of decent meals, lonely for being away. Okay, that's not... I mean, I guess that's probably okay. Let's see. I'm gonna shrink the chat down because I see, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Let's see. So the height probably doesn't have to be 600. Let's go with 300. Let's get skinny. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit better. Right. Although, does that cuts off the bottom, doesn't it? Yeah, it totally does. Okay, that's... Right. There we go. Oh yeah, they'll constantly do things under. Most of the people that I have are not, they don't have tasks right now, so like this guy, what has he been doing? Does it tell me? It doesn't really tell me what he's been doing lately. But they'll do like kind of random things, like they'll pray mostly, hang out in meeting rooms. So this is technically a meeting room. They'll occasionally do things with animals, or like go out and gather. I've got a couple of zones that are just for gathering. So like this, I thought I did. Wait a second. Let me go back here. Yeah, okay, so this I think is a gathering zone, right? Unnamed gathering area, yeah. So anything in this zone, if we're down on like plants or seeds, they'll come out here and they'll just grab from it if they don't have anything better to do. They'll also just move things around, like haul from one thing to another. So like if I was to produce a bunch of stuff in one of these, they will they'll bring them into this stockpile. Or if one of the stockpiles that I've assigned is running low, they'll take stuff from an existing stockpile and put it into there. Interestingly, we've got a bunch of wood in this, and I thought I had told this stockpile to not contain wood. I guess I didn't. Huh. Okay, well that's probably fine. Yeah, so what we can do as well is We can make a bunch of crafts and stuff, amulets and crowns and figurines and stuff. These are good to sell, it seems like. And they can also wear them, I think. Not 100% sure. They can play instruments if we make them. Like, if I make... I don't know, I guess let's make an Ong body, and let's make a Ong neck, and let's just see if then I can make... I need strings. Ong strings. Okay, so that is not something that I can do at this workshop. Interesting, good to know. I bet you that's something that happens over here. No. Here? Okay, no, that's not what I meant to do. Let's unpause and let these guys kind of go about their business again. So what's happening here? So we've got seeds that are just kind of sitting in these places. I must be out of barrels and stuff for them. That's not great. Can I make... Oh, collect webs. What does that do? I'm gonna guess that this says nothing to catch in the central swamp, and needs 10 undisturbed thread. Interesting. That person's become a herbalist, and it started raining again. Okay. So at the clothier, can I make bags? Let's make a couple of bags, I guess. Can I set a work order? Make cloth bag. Can I make 3? Make 3 cloth bags? What does this do? Okay. Yeah, I think that's... Mundane dwarven beef. I have no idea. Like, do you mean are like people fighting with each other? Or is that like a food source? Can you eat dwarves? Good God. So these guys, right, that's what I was doing. I was gonna set a squad. I guess no uniform. How do I assign... Oh, yeah, no, so far, they've been relatively okay. There's a few that are grumbling a little bit. But mostly, we've got lots of drink and stuff like that. So they've been okay for the most part. The only thing that people were not super impressed with was the child that took over one of the workshops and couldn't satisfy the artifact that he was trying to build, and then he went crazy and tried to kill people. So, you know, seeing him get murdered, they were unhappy with that. But otherwise, they're pretty okay. This guy's annoyed about the rain, which is fair, and kind of lonely and bored. So, can I assign this guy? Just squad symbol. Yeah, they just need to be drunk all the time. That's what happens. How the heck do I assign the... How do I assign them to a, militia? I'm confused. Yeah, it's this is the best one I've had so far. I keep usually I keep dying pretty early in the first like 1 or 2 years because I get like overrun by, you know, various monsters. Okay, groups. I can't assign you a group. No squad assigned. I would like to assign you. Select a squad or squad member to give orders, change equipment, assign schedule. If I hit create new, yeah, that doesn't help me. The rhyming boats can be their name, that's fine. It's mostly macro. You can kind of tell troops where to, you can tell them to attack specific things if there's like a threat, but that's pretty much the most you can do. You can't lead, you know, very much for detailed troops. You can create like crossbows and catapults and stuff like that that they can man as well, and then you can like set them behind walls and stuff, and then tell them to shoot. But it's not very nuanced, that's for sure. I would really love to know how the hell I add more people. So this is a patrol order, so I can tell them to just like kind of patrol. This is a kill order. Yeah, a station order. Okay. That still does not tell me where the commander of my military. How do I assign more people to my military? Planters, woodcutters. Orderlies? No, that's probably not. I feel like it's something on this page, right? Like there's gotta be meditate on wealth. I like that. No, not at all. No, I picked this up. I actually had this gifted to me by one of my friends who was like, "You're probably gonna love this," with the Steam release, and I do. So it's really really fun. I had watched some Dwarf Fortress as a viewer back before it became pretty, but it was always like too much stuff going on for me to really dabble in it. Huh. I know there's a way to assign people to squads. I have seen other people with... Yeah, okay, that's definitely not... Oh wait, we're gonna disband that one. You guys can be... Sure, that and that. I will have to figure this out probably off stream. It's really fun. It's complicated. You die a lot, right? Like your civilization, the first couple are probably gonna starve to death, likely. Food management can be tricky, especially if you don't set up farms right away. And like making sure that you have enough drink and stuff can be a problem, like these guys, right? So actually, now that I mention that, I'm down to 100 drink, which is not great. So let's come in here and let's brew drinks from plants, and we're just going to let them do that forever until we run out of barrels, basically. So we've got a bunch of barrels here. We've got a bunch of barrels that are just kind of sitting open. Oh, but it looks like my children are up from their naps, so I'm gonna cut this short here. I'll try and stream again tonight, in a couple of hours, and we'll go from there. So thanks for popping in, everybody, and yeah, I'll see you next when I stream if you're around. So until then, happy gaming.